Hi guys, this is Christy with Vegan Food for Thought, and today I wanted to share my blanket with everybody because I got a new one. It's not just like a regular blanket. Well, it is, but yeah, I guess that's kind of boring. But anyway, so I have been using a down blanket, and I'm vegan, and that's like a huge, like, you're not supposed to, but yeah, when I first became vegan, I didn't know that down feathers were, not a vegan product. And I thought that the birds just shed their feathers and they stuff them into a blanket and everything's fine and it doesn't, hurt an animal to create a product. And yeah, I was pretty upset to learn that, like it's not very nice what they do to the birds. They usually use geese and they rip their feathers off of them. Sometimes their skin comes off and then they sew them back up and they do this process over and over again until they just can't, their bodies can't, repeat the process. So it is obviously very painful and harmful to them, and it's not something that we need anymore. We obviously have the technology to replace this product and to create something better and new. I've heard that Patagonia is working on like a spider silk. It's a GMO spider silk product, so I believe they don't use any spiders in the process because that would make it vegan then, and they were claiming that it was. So it's not out yet, but we do obviously, like, we have better alternatives and we're working on some even better ones. But yeah, I personally don't even like down blankets. I do like the feeling of heavy weighted blankets, but I really just hate waking up sweaty at night, and these blankets are usually like way too hot for me, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I like it at like 65 degrees when I sleep, and then I put blankets on me and I keep warm, and I like that feeling. But yeah, I hate waking up like hot. I don't mind waking up cold as much because then I just put a blanket on me and it's fine. But yeah, that's an easily solved problem. So anyway, yeah, I went to, it was just Target, and I got a quilted, just a cotton blanket, and it's nice. I think it's really cute. Mainly, I don't know. I don't really care what it looks like, honestly, because I was more about, like, what does this product do? Is it harmful? Is it good or not? Um, and I'm gonna link an article down below, but there's this new, it's called like down feather lung disease that just recently was discovered. This man, he was probably using a down blanket for years before all this happened, but he was having trouble breathing, and it was so much so that he couldn't even walk up like one flight of stairs without getting like out of breath, and I think he was getting dizzy. There were a lot of other symptoms and things that were going on with it, and it got pretty serious. So yeah, it's not good. It's not a good product for people or for animals, and so that's the main reason why I wanted to get a replacement blanket. But anyways, here it is. I'm gonna try not to touch the little speakers on there, but yeah, excuse my wall. It's like I ran out of paint, so I just painted something on there, but it was fun. But yeah, here is the blanket. It's just, yeah, quilted. There's a hair. There's my hair. Yeah, and then it's got like, I like the little lace. It had lace on it, so I thought that was pretty. That's basically, yeah, that's my blanket. um, it is super comfortable. Like I said, I like to sleep a little bit colder. But I honestly, like, if it were a little bit colder or if I were too cold, then I would just put another layer. I have other blankets that are thinner that, I could double layer with it, and I totally don't mind doing that at all. Yeah, I'd much rather do that than use a down blanket ever again. But the other thing that was embarrassing was that these little feathers, like, I could never vacuum them all out of the room. The blanket had a couple holes in it, so it was just constantly like dusting the entire room. Some of my videos even have little feathers floating. It looks like it's just gross, dusty up here, but it was just these little down feathers everywhere that were like impossible to remove. And that's probably what happens to people's lungs too, is they just get in there and, like, yeah, what I read was that the guy did improve after he got rid of his down blanket. But yeah, that stuff is just not good in any way, shape, or form. And I'm really happy that I was able to replace my blanket and get a new one, and just yeah, not have to feel bad about all that stuff or worry about it or anything. Um, and it looks cute. I actually prefer the look of this one more than the other one. It's more decorative. It has little, you know, the trim and stuff and the quilted parts. And the down blanket was just pretty basic. It was plain. So another thing about non-vegan products is I do like to donate them when I can. If you know I'm not going to be using the product again, I will donate them and give them away so that people can still use them, because once it's been created, the damage is already done, and I wouldn't want to waste something like that. So that's another reason why I've taken my time with like replacing certain things. I still have a pair of leather boots and certain things that I do use on a daily basis, and you know that I haven't been able to replace yet, just because of like it takes time, yeah, and I have to have the money to be able to do all that and stuff. So anyway, that's what's been going on. I wanted, let's see, can anyone else post questions or comments down below? And oh, I wanted to ask everybody else, what sort of products have you replaced since going vegan, or have you replaced any yet? And I don't know, there's no judgment here, because like I'm still working on it, obviously. Like I'm not where I want to be yet with all of the, you know, my vegan products and stuff. I did want to also mention that there are like a lot of really good vegan leather products that are being made right now. I've heard of like there's pineapple leather and mushroom leather that's being worked on. There was another one like, oh, there's like a wallet that's made out of leaves and stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff. So yeah, I wanted to share that because there are so many alternatives to animal products, and there's just really not a reason not to be vegan at this point. Mainly it's just about availability, like if these products are on the market yet, and as soon as they are, they have like, there is the demand. So yeah, everything's happening, and that's basically it, I think.